Amber Heard has hired a new crisis management firm as she prepares to testify this week, cut ties with Precision Strategies last week after having expressed frustration with coverage of the defamation trial that she believes has favored Depp.
Professional and proactive communication with the media is an important segment of PR.
Hold on one second.
No problem.
Courtney, I can't do this if people are coming in and out of the door. It's really distracting. Extremely.
Successful cooperation with influencers is of great importance when positioning a brand and creating the image.
Very nice. Do you have a stylist or you just found it on the rack?
Well, it was laying around in my house. This old thing.
Employees are key ambassadors of your brand.
Half of my regular annual salary, I was offering her that as a favor, and she felt that gave her the right to spit in my face.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and wow, things are going very badly for old Amber. And this morning, I guess late yesterday, it was revealed not only has she had her screen time in Aquaman 2 cut to roughly 10 minutes, she was forced to fire her entire PR team because headline after headline after headline has been absolutely dragging her. Johnny actually came out and put out a statement saying that he was cautiously optimistic that he had a chance at winning this, although, you know, I suppose he has to say that. He's investing all that money. But it's been interesting to watch. I mean, I think that she has lost in the court of public opinion badly, but this is making it worse. Johnny trial, Amber fires PR team over bad headlines days before taking the stand. Amber has now hired Shane Communications to manage her perception in the court of public opinion. And it's not, whoops, I hit the mic there. Sorry. It's not going well. By the way, I don't know if I've been able to unlock myself from Twitter yet, but I'm very close to 200,000 followers. So I've got a very special announcement. When we cross that, I'm 800 away right now. If you haven't yet, twitter.com/thequartering would be awesome. Now this article from the Independent, of course, we've got to get the archive to make sure we're getting the most legitimate piece of news. Having fired the PR team after a torrent of bad headlines. Here's the New York Post's coverage. Amber is so upset with the coverage she's been getting in her court battle that she abruptly switched to a new PR team ahead of her highly anticipated testimony this week. The Aquaman actress ditched crisis PR firm Precision Strategies on Thursday after getting frustrated with the press she's received since her bombshell defamation trial kicked off last month. She doesn't like the headlines, a source noted. Well, if you don't like the headlines, I mean, really, I've got to be honest with you, the headlines, well, they are the facts. There just isn't any other way to put it. I mean, what did you expect? Like, you literally left a candy bar in the bed, and the headlines reflected that. That is something that you did, that you admitted to your security guard or whatever was a prank gone wrong. Now think about where this person's mind is. They either left it there or they moved it from somewhere else. Let's just say that. Another source said that Amber is extremely frustrated with her story not being told effectively. Oh, I think it's being told effectively. Amber's lawyers argue that Johnny was mean to her and raised his hands to her. This is yet to be proven in any way, shape, or form. Now, she's expected to take the stand as soon as Tuesday. Now has consulting firm Shane Communications on retainer to help her get across her side better in the court of public opinion. I don't think she's going to be able to. I think the story is written. The sudden PR switch came after several brutal days of court testimony from Johnny, witnesses, and a fiery social media presence that turned against her. her new PR team, led by CEO David Shane, has worked against Johnny before. Shocking. The firm helped highlight claims lodged by Johnny's former business managers, the management group alleging that the Pirates of the Caribbean star needed to hire a shrink for his compulsive habit of spending $2 million a month. Still, communication experts told the Post that Amber's new flacks have an uphill battle ahead of them. After years of narrative building, you can't just change the public opinion in 3 weeks when someone is suing you in a case, said crisis management PR insider. Ex-Pete Buttigieg campaign maven Liz Smith said, "It's crazy to change teams in the middle of a trial like this because you don't like the headlines." She said of Amber's former PR firm, Precision Strategies, which was co-founded by ex-Obama advisor and deputy campaign manager Stephanie Cutter, is one of the best crisis firms, but they can't rewrite the history of what's happened. The actress never wanted cameras in the courtroom in the first place, but Johnny's team won that fight to have the entirety of the trial live streamed, which has been amazing, meaning neither team could cherry pick what information made its way out of the courtroom. How convenient. To date, the trial has featured photos of candy bars, missing fingers, melted ice cream, as well as a discussion about Johnny's junk. I mean, the entire thing is hilarious. This after an ACLU executive, quote, accidentally brands Amber's op-ed, quote, an ad. The American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, executive and COO, that's Chief Operating Officer, Terrence Daughtry, accidentally called Amber's op-ed an ad while on the stand. Oh no, it absolutely was an ad. He made the admission while speaking in his pre-recorded deposition for the Fairfax, Virginia courtroom. He was quoted saying, "These are further communications among employees, staff, and members in the development department regarding the placement of Amber's ad and the finalization of the op-ed piece, not ad, I'm sorry. Oh no, you can't unring that bell. It absolutely is an ad." The entire slip-up occurred after the executive started recounting the creation of the draft, the back-and-forth emails with one of his staffers, and the timeline where Miss Amber was, quote, shopping around for publication. I mean, all of this kind of diabolical behavior, it really does kind of speak to, you know, an active effort to, to defame him, to ruin his image, to go after him. I don't really know how else I could put it. I mean, you're talking about, you know, you're getting this piece written by someone else, you're writing an op-ed, you're shopping it around. The article was pitched with the query, "We're wondering if this might interest you," in a piece about Amber, who you may recall was hurt during her brief marriage to Johnny, on what the incoming Congress can do to help protect women in specific situations. This was a quid pro quo. This was about the ACLU getting $7 million from AH and her getting her revenge on Johnny because she is a psychopath, in my opinion. The jury in Johnny's defamation case against Amber learned on Thursday from the pre-taped deposition of Terrence Daughtry, Chief Operating Officer and General Counsel of the American Civil Liberties Union, that Amber had donated less than half of the amount she pledged. That is $1.3 million of the $3.5 million she said she would donate to the organization after her $7 million divorce settlement. Amber released a statement saying that she planned to donate the settlement to two charities, one being the ACLU and the other being the Children's Hospital, but she just couldn't let go of that money, could she? I mean, again, all of this coming out, like, you can't... Firing your PR team in the middle of trial is like a shocking admission. It's like, I don't know what else you could say you need. Like, her firing them is the most hilarious self-own I could have thought about. And where are all the positive articles about Amber? Now, we're all about to see how good of an actress she really is when she takes the stand this week. And maybe her counsel has some sort of evidence. Again, what's on trial here is that the man raised his hands to her. That has to be proven. And I think now that the jury here has seen all the like diabolical inner workings behind the scenes, having like oh, we're shopping the article around, we're, you know, and then they're hearing all this stuff in court. I don't know. I mean, is he going to win 50 million? Unlikely, but I could definitely see this going in his favor. Now, I've been hurt before. I thought before that, you know, he was going to win in the UK. That's a little different standard there, a little more difficult. I don't know that this PR firm, by the way, is going to be able to make any difference, because you literally cannot change the facts of the case. The facts of the case are undeniable. They are brutal. They are how do I say, like, irrefutable. And I just don't see any chance whatsoever of her being able to turn this around in the public eye, which I think, if I'm Johnny, that's probably a win. Finding out that her film time was cut, that was a win. Her firing her PR team, that's a win. All this stuff, all of these clips being out in public, that's a win. You know, the jury hearing her admitting to raising her hands to him, that's a win. So there's a wide variety of things that I think he accomplished well by doing this. He reestablished his base, I think, and he also turned the public against her. Like, if you just look at the views, like there was some report, like, you know, the TikTok views, you know, and how much greater they are in his favor than in hers. And it's the same on YouTube. It's the same on Twitter. So I don't know where her support block is. Oh yeah, wait, it's the establishment. It's the MSM. It's the ACLU. People are fighting back against this, and it could be a very interesting trial decision just weeks away. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.